That note was given to me by Bing Crosby, and was he glad to get rid of it?
A special guest at our mutual microphones today, a fellow who is flushed with victory and accomplishment, Mr. Tobias Wench, and as I understand it, Mr. Wrench, isn't it?
Wrench, that's right.
He's just been chosen New York City's Garbage Man of the Month.
Well, that's right, and I'm proud of it.
Here's something I know that our listeners would be interested in, Mr. Wrench. How did you happen to be chosen Garbage Man of the Month? What basis is the selection made, in other words?
Well, a lot of different factors enter into it, Bob. Punctuality, lack of absenteeism, the fact that there were no complaints on my route about banging cans. But I think the real clincher when my team brought in more than twice as much garbage as any other truck on the force during January, 218 full loads. I think that did it.
218? Wait a minute. Are you sure about that figure, Mr. Wrench?
Well, I ought to. It's an all-time record.
Well, that's impossible. You couldn't make that many trips to the dump and back in a normal working month.
Well, we drove pretty fast, and we got an efficient gang on our truck.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You didn't take that garbage to the dump, did you, Mr. Wrench? Let's get down to
Well, I was
facts
out
here.
for a new record. I wanted that
I
plaque.
know that.
I didn't think of anything else.
Well, where did you dump it, Toby?
I dumped it in the East River.
You didn't.
I wanted to take my plaque away. I couldn't keep the secret locked inside me any longer, though.
You're
I had
a
to tell
disgrace,
somebody.
a disgrace to the uniform you wear, and I want to apologize to each and every member of our radio audience for this unfortunate incident. Wilbur Conley will see you right after the program. This can't happen again.
I'm sorry.
Now, you see, My-O-Pone nourishes sore muscles with vitamin E. My-O-Pone has been recommended.
Our director has the giggles today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you'll bear with us.
You can buy a generous jar of My-O-Pone for only $1.49. That you well, would you go in the control room and laugh?
Here's appetizing news for New Yorkers. The peak of the season for fresh pears in New York right now. Fresh pears taste so good so many ways, you'll want to keep plenty of them on hand during the peak of their season. When your youngsters come home hungry, give them fresh pears for an after-school snack. They'll love the naturally sweet flavor of juicy pears. And pears give the youngsters the quick energy they need to keep on the go. Fresh pears make the perfect lunchbox fruit. They're a light, satisfying dessert after a sandwich lunch. You better pack 2 pears in every lunchbox. One for lunch. And another for a sweet snack. The next time you shop, buy pears.
Brad Phillips, our new shop steward. And the pear announcement.
Where is Miss Shirley Temple of Hollywood, California?
Right here.
Miss Temple, would you sit down? And it's a real pleasure to
Thank you.
meet you. And how are things in movie land?
Well, what way?
Well, I mean, Shirley,
I like the way it says Shirley to me, pal.
I'm sorry. I just noticed on the audience card that
That's
Shirley...
my name, Shirley, and we'll just go along and say Shirley, and we won't kind of wink at each other, huh?
Shirley. But I had expected the movie actress and the...
Well, you didn't get it, did you?
No, I didn't. What do you do, Mr. Temple?
I'm a cable overhauler.
Well, do you run into any kind of... I'm not making fun of the name, of course.
Why do you
Sure.
keep waking to that idiot partner of yours over there.
Uh,
I think that I'm some kind of a clown, I guess.
No, I was just wondering if you run into any little jollity around the cable
Not
overhauling.
long, fella. They got a wrench right in a squash. Once any jollity starts around about my handle, Shirley, they only get in trouble.
How did you happen to be named Shirley, Mr. Temple?
How'd you happen to be named Robert, Mr. Elliot? I mean, it's
Oh,
the
that's
same thing happened.
very
It had nothing
common
to do
name.
with it.
Well,
Nothing.
I know I had nothing to do with it either, but I just...
Well, that's how it happened.
But, I mean, were you named after someone, some...
I must have been named after some clown in the family. I don't know, but I'm Shirley.
Well,
My
okay.
brother Florence, he has it as bad as I do, you know.
How about your sister George?
Well,
Is she here with you today?
no, she could be with us.
Well, all right, Mr. Temple. It's been nice to have you come up here. Wilbur, I wish you'd watch this. In future, when we have an interview, let's have it the right one. And just because it's a famous name, let's not put Bob and Ray on the spot, okay? Swell.
Here he is, Alcana Brill.
Climbing your golden rain.
What was that?
That was funny.
That was funny. Let's go do it to somebody else.
I would like to have you meet a full-blooded American Indian, Harry Johnson.
Man, I'm in the buffalo and bone down.
Harry, I had hoped that we could spend longer with you. Maybe you could stay over at the Bob and Ray Hotel tonight and come back tomorrow and see if you can run that up to $5, okay?
Man,
All right, thank you, Harry.
we hunt many buffalo with bow and arrow.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Did-a-dit, da-da-da, did-a-dit. You can get off your head now.
Oh, why do they do that? Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, dear. Oh, they shouldn't. I'll be back.
Hey, here's a nickel going out by a newspaper.
All right.
Why not get the news?
Oh, dear. Hello there, you. Oh, that foolish hippopotamus. Oh, my.
Somebody you know?
Oh, dear. Oh, I can't laugh anymore.
That's
can't.
the shout of Pasha Lacey.
Never mind. Oh, my.
New clues to the riddle answer will be heard at any time. The latest clue is... In addition to the clue you just heard, the clue is this one, costly.
Hey, you know you look a lot like Nick Kenny, Brad.
There've been several phone calls for word Carr.
Word?
Yes, Ray?
I think you, tagged the serial story with the wrong...
I understand. My mind was wandering to another program, which I do. The Life and Loves of Linda Lovely, which is very similar to Mary Backstage.
You better trip over to you. Do you have a
Oh, that fool.
do you have a wig picker on a retainer?
Yes, yes.
Well, I would, if I were you.
Tomorrow's my day to see him, not today.
Well, I'd hustle over to him and let him go through your squash once more.
Well, there must be some definite reason why I said that, I suppose.
Certainly there's some. The thing is, you haven't been reading the script. You're beginning to ad-lib.
Well, I know it so well, I practically got it committed to memory after 14 years of it.
Well, who do you think you
So
are?
that I hardly ever look at the script except for the synopsis.
Who do you think you are, Dave Brinkley? After the news, we'll be back here at the Bob and Ray Show with more records in the final portion of this morning's great production.
Mr. Carr.
Right here,
This,
Oh, my.
this is...
Only a nickel, Mr. Carr? And give me 4 cents change.
The Pete and Brad Show will be back right after the news. Great Scott. Come on, Bob, let's get downstairs. Let's get a cold beer or something.
And now, the weather. Now, the weather. Mostly fair and continued cool today and tonight, with the high temperature this afternoon 55 to 60 near the ocean and in the 60s well inland. It's 49 degrees at this moment outside the Bob and Ray Midtown Manhattan Meteorological Museum. 49. The humidity. Oh, they shouldn't. The humidity is 49%. To the 46. Now, that's your fault. And that's the Nuts 15 edition from the WINS newsroom. Next news at 10:30 on WINS. 1010 on your dial, New York.
Have it the way you
Yes, I think that's very good. You were reading it just magnificently.
I thought I was doing very well.
Were
Oh, dry up.
I think you read the straight spiel and then have the jingle.
I think it's much better.
That's wordless, Carr.
Oh, dry up and bust.
Oh.
Pete, you're a windbag.
I liked it the other day.
Yes.
The word for today is salminio.
All food fair stores are giving merchants green... Yes, all food fair stores are giving merchants green stamps with every purchase, and you'll be getting...
Oh, sound video. He's an actor. No password.
Oh, Bob Elliott?
No.
And you'll be getting the same merchants green stamps from any other leading merchants. So go to Food Fair and get your stamp saving book today. Start saving merchants green stamps at Food Fair and other leading merchants. This copy is to be used until further notice.
Hey, merchants green stamps. Merchants green stamps. Merchants green stamps.
This is Elena Verdugo speaking for Bob and Ray. They'll be back in 5 minutes with more records from WINS, New York. And now, Brad Phillips, your nightclub reporter.
Oh, my.
I wanted to say, listen to us.
Stop right when it gets to here. I'm timing this so that we'll have a good...
Okay.
You talk right up to 25 seconds. It's 1 minute after 9 o'clock, and this is Radio Winds,
Did you
WINS.
notice that Psyche doesn't wear any...
WINS, New York, 1010 on your dial.
Bob, did you notice that Psyche doesn't wear any...
This is the Bob and Ray Show, and the music is on records, and there's another half hour of this last live show.
Psyche doesn't wear any makeup?
An imported perfume to delight the discerning woman of taste. Le 10 by Balenciaga.
ho! Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Ho, ho! Now, before we return to Bob and Ray, everybody has said their goodbyes. In these final few minutes, as we get down to the end, I would like to say a few things. I have jotted down, fellows, a little ode to B&R. And I would like you to hear.
Let him do it. Let him do it.
Thanks. Now, please listen. It comes sincerely, with a tear in the eye and a sad, heavy heart. It's time for me to bid bye-bye as Bob and Ray prepare to depart. So to you boys and your whole crew, to Mary Backstage, Wally et al. Best of luck with all that's good in you. And remember, for me, it's been a ball.
It's a pegging Ray boy and the Bobby boy. Hey, gee whiz, that's awfully nice, Stan. It's you had a lot of poetic license there. Nothing seemed to rhyme or anything.
Well, now, you know the cash box riddle, ignore the rhyme without reason. But I want to wish you all the luck.
Has to work a plug in there.
In the world, wherever you go. I know wherever you go, you'll bring cheer and light into the hearts of many. And as somebody said this morning, listening to Bob and Ray is like a way of life, and we'll all miss you a little bit. So have a wonderful time wherever you go, as you usually do when you work, and make lots of money and all that.
Well, thanks very much, Stan, and we deeply appreciate it. See you down in the unemployment office.
Is Dance Masters relinquishing their commercial in order that we may entertain more?
No, they're not.
Well, okay then.
So I'll say goodbye, too.
Well, it's after the way Stan said goodbye. I mean,
No
that's all
one
you
can
can
duplicate that.
I haven't heard one of those since Stan used to do those poems on your show a few months back. In the morning. You know,
Yes.
something to look forward to.
Well, you see, he drew one up for you. Well, gentlemen, au revoir. It's been a great pleasure.
Well, thanks very much, Pete. And even though you are 70-some-odd years
You know, you've got a lot of good years of newscasting left.
and remember, you can always return to your first love, square dance calling.
Never mind! Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Pete.
Really?
See you right after the show. We have, want to have a little music or a
No,
cigarette or
I don't
something?
think we need any music.
Let's have a cigarette.
I've talked for the last few minutes today, I think. It's 26 minutes after 9 now, and I don't know what else there is to say.
Well, that's about it, except it's been real great being here, and we'll look forward to seeing you again very soon.
Leona has dropped by to say so long to us. Our theme song lady. She brought us a lovely cake, too.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Which is very nice of Leona. So I guess that would just about wrap it up then. Until we all meet again, this is Ray Goulding reminding you all to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
This is GBS, the Gotham Broadcasting System.
Let's all hobnob with Ray and Bob upon this glorious day. The joy be unfolding with fervent ecstasy. Oh, Elliot and Goulding, Leona sings to thee. Dear Bob, 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 and Ray, 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 I hear the tender sigh. Alack, alas, how time doth pass, for now we say goodbye.
Hamilton gives you complete flexibility through these wonderful controls so that you can select exactly the right combination for your family's laundry.
Just like the one Herb Rice has, isn't it, Joy?
Who? For instance, Hamilton's exclusive Fabri dial lets you dial the right weather for your most precious fabrics as well as those heavily soiled children's corduroys. A complete selection of temperatures, including even a... Hey, Bob. A complete selection of temperatures, including even a room temperature fluff dry setting for freshening long-stored seasonal clothing, lets you be the boss of your laundry.
How many pages do you have there,
About
George?
a page and a half.
Well, let's simmer it down.
And that's the 9:15 edition
The
from
Robert, your yak
WINS.
butter's
Never
here.
mind!
Do you want yak butter on that toasted English?
Oh. There'll be more news at 10:30 on WINS,
You want
New
yak
York.
butter on
It's 9:20.
Yeah, do you want yak butter on that whale steak?
Oh, dear.
Well, that's your last one.
Yeah, that's all for today, Pete. You go on home.
Oh, dear. No, this is good.
Take home some yak butter. Treat the neighborhood. Be a big man in your neighborhood. Be the first one to have yak butter. Now, speaking for your neighborhood yak dealer, here's Brad Phillips.
The New York Yankee station.
What was that? Brad got off a good one. The New York Yankee station. The home of champions. But now Brad Phillips with a serious note.
That's right, because, driving's fun. But it's even more fun when your car runs at its powerful peak.
Thank you, Brad. Brad's a humble country boy, and we're certainly happy to have him here with us.
A byproduct of yak butter. Yeah.
Close in 5 minutes.